सबसे अलग है, सबसे जुदा। सुनो एक नई आवाज, बातें नई है, नया अंदाज। सुनो एक नई आवाज, दिल से है आपके साथ। नया है ये पेशकदम।
Hello, I am Tasadduq Hidayat, research scholar at the Department of Journalism and Mass Communication, Islamic University of Science and Technology. Today on our university-based community radio program, Peshkadam, we delve into the transformative College on Wheels initiative. In a world where education is often the key to unlocking one's potential, the College on Wheels initiative is rewriting the script for higher education, particularly for young women in Jammu and Kashmir. Under the aegis of the Higher Education Council of the Jammu and Kashmir government, this remarkable endeavor is turning heads and changing lives. Imagine a 2-week educational journey that imparts knowledge and instills a sense of empowerment and self-discovery. That's precisely what College on Wheels seeks to achieve, and its recent orientation program at the Islamic University of Science and Technology has set the wheels in motion. Underlying this pioneering initiative is the vision of Professor Dinesh Singh, Vice Chairman of Jammu and Kashmir Higher Education Council and former Vice Chancellor of Delhi University. His foresight in conceiving such a program highlights the power of innovative thinking in the realm of education. Professor Ayaz Hassan Moon, Dean of Research at Islamic University of Science and Technology and the Coordinator, Liaison Officer for the College on Wheels program, aptly describes it as a great learning experience for the participating young women. This visionary program not only imparts knowledge but also nurtures a spirit of exploration and self-discovery, setting the stage for personal and academic growth. Dr. Monisa Qadiri, the Nodal officer for the program at IUST, plays a pivotal role in shaping the program's logistical framework and student selection criteria. This ensures that the initiative reaches those who stand to benefit the most, creating a pathway for experiential learning. The interactive session held during the orientation program allowed students and scholars to gain a deeper understanding of the initiative and have their questions answered, further emphasizing the program's commitment to transparency and accessibility. I would like to engage in a conversation and have an opportunity to hear from Professor Ayaz Hassan Moon, the Coordinator, Liaison Officer regarding the College on Wheels program. I'm going to ask him about the specific objectives and goals of the program which are being implemented at our institution IUST. Assalamu alaikum, sir. It's my immense pleasure to have an interview with you. Sir, could you please elaborate the specific objectives and goals of the program as it's implemented at IUST and how it aligns with the broader vision of the initiative?
All Islam, and thank you very much for giving me an opportunity to talk about this very important initiative called College on Wheels. Before coming to the objectives, let me first tell you a little bit background of this particular program. How did it happen? Recently J&K government has constituted a council. It's called Higher Education Council under the chairmanship of Honorable Lieutenant Governor J&K State, and we have Professor Dinesh Singh ji as its vice chairman. So in 2012, when Professor Dinesh Singh ji was acting as the vice chancellor of Delhi University, he came up with this fantastic idea of College on Wheels. It was like taking a study tour wherein students from different colleges of Delhi University would be taken to different parts of the country. So idea is to pick up students from each university in J&K state, put them in the train, and then the train moves on from place to place. Broad objective is that of a study tour, but I feel that it goes even beyond that. Because, as academicians, when we focus on different teaching learning pedagogies, we always talk in terms of presentation, first compilation and then presentation. That's where it ends up. we don't look at the application part of it. Then we also talk about in classrooms, on experiential learnings, on project-based problem solving or adopting a problem solving approach, but it does not really get translated into realities in the classrooms. So this is an experiment wherein students have been told to identify problems which normally a traveler, let's say, would encounter while he or she is undertaking a train journey.
Thank you so much, sir, and that was really informative, and it looks an amazing idea and a very unique idea when it comes to the College on Wheels. So what kind of support systems and resources have put in place at IUST to ensure a seamless experience for the young women participating in College on Wheels, and what strategies and collaborations have you fostered to promote inclusivity and diversity within the program, ensuring that it reaches and benefits a wide range of young women pursuing higher education in Jammu and Kashmir?
See, initially the universities were assigned, specific tasks. The task was to identify the group of students from their respective institutions who would be part of this journey. So that was the first thing which we are supposed to do, and we have completed that. The list has been already forwarded to. Now, regarding the logistics and the support structure, universities as such are not directly involved in it. This is being coordinated by Jammu University, and the entire journey would happen in a train, and all the bookings and reservations have been already done. In fact, there would be a dedicated train which would start, on 19th of November from Qadiri station at around 5 p.m. or so, and most likely it's going to be flagged off by Honorable Lieutenant Governor of J&K UT, and there would be, I assume that all the Honorable Vice Chancellors of different universities would be also there. And then from Qadiri, the train would move to Delhi, New Delhi, and then it would go to places like Sabarmati, Ahmedabad, Mumbai, Goa, Bangalore, Varda, and then back to Jammu on 2nd of December. So overall it's going to be a 15-day journey. Now it doesn't mean that the students would be always in the trains only, but they'll be spending few nights at every station and moving around, looking at different historical places, and then getting acquainted with the language, with the culture, with different aspects related to the lives of different people who are there. So I believe it is going to be a task wherein we can achieve national integrity as well as cultural integration. Imagine our student, from Kashmir, he or she would be talking about Kashmiri Wazwan, or the, typical foods of Kashmir, or the horticulture of Kashmir, or different, let's say, gardens and other tourist resorts that we have here, and sharing the same thing with, other students who are coming from Delhi and other places. So that's why I said there would be a very strong step towards achieving cultural integration, which will integration and exchanges, which would overall help in developing a holistic personality. And this is going to be a lifelong kind of an experience which they will remember for all the times to come.
Well, I extend my sincere gratitude for taking the time to share insights on the College on Wheels program. Your valuable perspectives have added depth to our understanding of the program's objectives and strategies. Thank you so much for your time and illuminating discussion.
Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum and good evening, ma'am. I'm truly honored to have the privilege of speaking with you today as we delve into the remarkable College on Wheels program at IUST, a unique initiative focused on extending education to those who stand to benefit the most. Your insights as the nodal officer are invaluable. So your expertise will shed light on how this initiative continues to make a meaningful impact. So ma'am, could you please explain the meticulous student selection criteria and the logistical framework that underpins the College on Wheels program at IUST, ensuring that it reaches the students who can benefit the most?
Thank you so much, Tasadduk. It's indeed a pleasure for me to be speaking to you. And it's really important that we're talking about College on Wheels initiative, which is a very creative initiative planned by the J&K Government's Higher Education Council, which is led by the Honorable LG Sahab himself, and the Vice Chairperson is Professor Dinesh Singh, who had initiated the same College on Wheels, which is Gyanodaya Express in Delhi University way back in 2013. So this is being introduced in J&K, and all these universities and colleges, they are partners in that. So talking about IUST, what we have been doing is that we have been allotted certain number of seats, because on train, when all these colleges and universities would be traveling together, you have a specified number of seats which are available on the trains. So every institution has been allotted a certain number of seats. So we had to work around that. And within IUST, we have the Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Romshu, leading from the front. He's been guiding us. And our coordinator or the liaison officer is the Dean Research of the university, Professor Ayaz Moon Saab. And then I am working as the Nodal officer for College on Wheels in IUST. So we as an institution have always tried to find very feasible and creative processes and try and implement things which could turn into sustainable processes. So that's what we did with College on Wheels, because this was a new initiative. In the UT, we had to think out of the box in order to maybe take it to the students, introduce them to it. So what we started with was we sensitized the girl students, because the first round of College on Wheels in J&K would involve girl students. We received around 50 proposals from over 200 students, and they were encouraged to submit interdisciplinary themes, so that you could have teams with students working from different departments and different schools, because as is the idea behind College on Wheels, you really are learning and partnering during the trip.
So in the context of College on Wheels program, we understand that it involves a unique 2-week educational train journey, providing participating students with an experiential and culturally significant experience within the national framework. Considering the diverse geographical locations and socio-economic backgrounds of the students, how does the program address the potential challenges to ensure equitable opportunities, particularly for young women?
It's a very interesting thing that you've asked, because when you look at an opportunity like this, very few people might just get onto it, because generally what we see is that, as you mentioned, background that we come from or the remoteness of a certain place, it maybe deprives certain opportunities, but this is one opportunity that was there for everybody. And in fact, it would be interesting for you to know that it would be done maybe twice a year. So students are going to get an opportunity. And second, about equity, is that the shortlisting has been done based on the project proposal. So the merit of the proposal, the applicability of the proposal, the importance and relevance of the proposals were the criteria, and also how effective those ideas were going to be translated while students were working on that. So the selection or the shortlisting process did not really have anything to do with where the student was coming from. It was based on the merit of the proposals itself. So it opened up an opportunity for everybody in an equal proportion. We encouraged girls in particular, because the first round is for girl students. We encouraged them to research and learn more about the ideas that they could be submitting about. So we have proposals that would be working around culture, history, health. We have some interesting proposals talking about technological intervention, AI-based solutions, and we have even proposals around gender and women, like women's safety. So all sorts of ideas are there, submitted by groups of students from different departments of the university. And occasions like these give you moments to cherish and celebrate, because you see the quality of work that these students aspire to do. So this is more like a microcosm, a training for these students, because they would be working on the train with their mentors. The university has assigned them mentors, and along with those mentors, they'll also be interacting with students from other institutions and colleges, whether we talk about J&K institutions or we talk about Delhi University, and also the places that they would be visiting while they're on the journey. So there's a lot of learning that they have to undertake, and it depends on the student now how effectively they make use of the opportunity.
As a nodal officer, you have mentioned that students are shortlisted based on the proposals they submit, where merit of the proposals plays a crucial role. So these proposals encompass a wide range of ideas from student groups, making this a microcosm of student innovation. With this context in mind, could you please share insights into the collaborative efforts and partnerships that have been established to support the program's objectives, especially regarding experiential learning for the participating students?
Well, College on Wheels, like any other initiative that university takes by itself or is part of when it comes to other agencies implementing or the government ideas, I think we have been able to develop that ecosystem as a university wherein we believe in partnering with the respective departments. In fact, if you see during this entire exercise, we had a great support from the teaching departments and the administrative sections of the university, right from the Honorable Vice Chancellor, who has been really encouraging and supportive of all the ideas that we as a team had or we were supposed to do. So he has been supporting all of that. The coordinating officer, the liaison officer, Professor Moon, who's the Dean Research, giving a go ahead, facilitating things very easily, very comfortably. Then other deans like Dean Academic Affairs supporting us to kind of intervene in all the academic activities of the university and find some possibility for the exercise. And then deans of schools, HODs of all the departments, then individual faculty members, and then the support staff was working with all of us, and then all these students, because it unless a process is foolproof or it is done in a manner which is very cohesive, things will not really happen so easily. So we have been really ahead in this process so far, and IUST has been making great gains on all the other fronts, and this is just one of the areas where we are quite successful so far.
College on Wheels is more than just an educational journey. It's a symbol of empowerment and equal opportunity. It signifies a promising shift in the higher education landscape where inclusivity and innovation take center stage. As this initiative continues to roll forward, it not only transforms the lives of the young women who embark on this educational odyssey, but also serves as a beacon of hope, lighting the path for a brighter and more equitable future in education.
सबसे अलग है सबसे जुदा, सुनो एक नई आवाज़, बातें नई है नया अंदाज, सुनो एक नई आवाज़, दिल से है आपके साथ, नया है ये पेशकदम।